Hi, Shellbower here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to make this style of card. I posted this card on a Facebook page during the week and I was asked how to make this card. This is actually called an easel card, and when you've, like I said, I will show you each step. You can fold it flat, and as you can see, if you don't build it too big on the front, you'll fit that nicely into a 6x6 envelope. So I'm going to show you how to make that today. So today, for the easel card we're going to make today, I've decided to use the True Gentleman's Suite. And I'm going to be using the stamp set, the punch, the designer series paper, and coordinating cardstock and inks. So let's get started. To save time, I have got all my pieces ready, but don't worry, like I said, I will put all the sizes on my blog. Also, I work in inches, so I will also on my blog convert all my inches to centimetres for those of you that work in centimetres. So for the base of your easel card, it needs to be 11.5 by 5 3/4, and your score lines are going to be 5 3/4 and 2 7/8. And then we burnish it, and that's the base of your easel card. Then for the piece on the bottom here, it's going to be 5.5 by 5.5, and that will sit on there. Our next piece is the piece of designer series paper that's 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Then we have our piece that we're going to stick on the top here. That's going to be 5.5 by 2 5/8, and our designer series paper is going to be 5 3/8 by 2.5. Our stopper that's down here, the cards will be 5.5 by 2, and our bit that we're going to stamp on is going to be 5 3/8 by 1 7/8. Then the piece that's going to stick up on the top here is going to be 5 by 4.5. And the piece that we stamp on is going to be 4 3/4 by 4.5. That's all our pieces. Then we're going to need a piece of scrap white that we're going to stamp our stamp and punch out with. And I've done this bit because I'm going to show you how I got the stamp stopper bit. So now we'll start to stamp and put the card together. So firstly, I'm going to show you how I got this piece. I used the Tranquil Tide ink and the Wishing You a Dapper Day stamp. Just going to ink that up, and I tried to position that in the middle, like so. I thought it looked a bit plain, so then I took the little bow tie, and I just put one there, one there. So now I've got my stopper piece done. And for these, I'll just show you how to do one of these. You just take one of them, lightly ink it, pop it down. I'm going to move that away before I put my hand in there. Bring my punch in, and you're just going to pop that in, and you'll have a white board around it. Punch, and there we have. And you would do one of each. Put some dimensionals on the back. Now for the dad, I'm going to show you how I came to get my dad. So as you can see, I stamped all 3 of the sentiments, but I wanted a dad to go with these. Now, dad is on its own, so what I've done is I've just chopped that bit off. Got the punch and just punched out the shape. Inked up my dad and just pop that in the middle. And as you can see, all of these have got a line around them, and I thought that this was going to look out of place as it is. So with the Stampin' Right marker, and I used the thin point, I didn't use the brush point, I used the thin point, and a ruler, all I've done is just draw a little line there, come back to there, to there, oops. And there I have my dad with an edge in. So now we've got all our pieces stamped and cut, we're going to pop the card together. So as you can see, that's our easel. So this is our bottom piece. I'm just going to that's the bottom piece. Now for our top piece here. So we've got those two pieces. That's going to be that piece, but before I stick this down, we're just going to sort our top piece out. So firstly, I'm going to stick this piece onto here. And on the back of these I've just put dimensional. If you want to lie yours flat, you can lie yours flat, but I wanted to have mine raised. I haven't picked any order, I'm just going to pop them down. Now the reason I haven't put this on is because I want to lie this flat, because I need to show you something. When you're putting your tape on the back, oops, I've made a mistake. Just bear with me. What you would have done is you would have checked where your tape was, because it needs to be 2 3/4 high, because that's what this is going to be, and you would stick yours there so that you wouldn't, because you'd leave just a little gap here at the front so that you've got no tape at the back. So just bear with me. We're only human, we make mistakes. And I just made mine on film. So ignore that, it's not there. And you would come in and we would pop that down. So now we'd have our card like that. We would now, I've put dimensionals on the back. Take these off. I start my first tutorial of 2018 with a blooper. Ooh, let's hope the rest of the year's not like that. So now, as you'll see, we're going to pop this edge to edge, and then we'll be able to stand our card. And that would be our finished card. So I just want to say one thing: if you're going to copy me and make an easel card, when it comes to sticking this piece down, when I said 2 3/4 of the way up, please make sure that it's on the bottom half that's going to be hid and not on the top, like I made that mistake. If you've enjoyed my tutorial today, please click the like button because that makes me happy. And if you want to see more of my tutorials, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new tutorial. If you want to see all the sizes and products I've used today, then please go to my blog at www.stampin.co.uk, and I will also put them on my Facebook page at Shell's Craft Corner. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye bye.